Welcome to a very special episode of Fight Night Flashback. I'm here with the living legend himself, Erik Griffin. You're basically a black belt in UFC fights now. After doing this a few times.
I think I'm still, what is it? What are the levels?
You're a white belt? Two-stripe white belt?
Well,
Blue belt?
I think blue.
Blue.
Yeah.
You're blue. Blue belt.
Because people hit me up now, Griff, you're watching the fights this weekend? And I'm not there yet. Like when
You only watch the major ones.
No, it's not even that.
Oh, wow.
Actually, it's when we do this. Like, I'll do this, and then I'll be like, you're telling me about all the fights. I'm like, ooh, and then I'm like, well, I got to watch it now.
Well, this one in particular, that's why I picked you for this one, because that's one I think we did with
Patty
Frank Mir, Brian. Patty's a fun one. This one I think you're going to dig more, because you got Izzy Adesanya, the style bender, versus Alex Pereira, and Izzy's the reigning middleweight champ, and he hasn't had a lot of people give him problems. He's been a dominating champ. But the reason why this one's interesting, because the guy he's fighting, Alex Pereira, this scary, scary Brazilian. They both have a kickboxing background, and they fought way before they were both in the UFC, and this Alex Pereira actually beat him, knocked him out. So that Alex Pereira finally went to MMA. He won like a one fight in LFC, and the UFC signed him because they need more fresh meat, a better story for Izzy, because he's beating everybody. There's not a lot of competitors.
And what's it? And who? This guy?
That's Robert Whitaker. So the first fight we're gonna do with Izzy. So I'm gonna show you Izzy. I'm gonna show you Alex Pereira. I'm gonna show you the fight where they fight each other. But the reason why I think you'll connect with Izzy is because he's a gamer. He's a streamer. He's big.
Really?
He's really big into anime. His walkouts are the best walkouts. He's really
a showman.
Big time. Big time. And we could show you one of his walkouts.
And is he undefeated?
In the UFC, correct. Yep. Oh, well, he lost light heavyweight, but in middleweight, he's undefeated. Yeah. If aliens came down to Earth right now, like, hey, give us one fighter to watch in the UFC, it would be Izzy. Oh. To me, he's the most technical, best fighter. His stand-up is insane.
I got to say this, though, man. What I've noticed from doing this, and when we talk about these guys who are undefeated and then they're about to do something big, the UFC's got them at a point now where they're going to – this is the next step. They end up losing.
It's tough.
It's like 3 times in a row now they've lost.
His goal was to shoot for the moon and fight John Jones at light heavyweight, and they gave him Jan, which is just a tough matchup for him. He ended up losing, but he's still the middleweight champ of the world. And to be honest, with the UFC where they're at now, he's probably the biggest star they got. He's massive.
Really?
Massive.
All right.
Yeah, he's from New Zealand, but of African descent.
But I feel like we were just talking about this with the guy from the Ukraine or whatever, the guy that, he was supposed to fight Nick Diaz and he didn't.
Oh, Hamza.
Yeah, I thought
but Hamza's still new. Izzy's been doing it for a hot second.
Okay.
He's been reigning champ for a hot second. Like this walkout, this was an Undertaker thing. And then he's done one where he walks out. He used to be a B-boy, so he walked out with his old friends who were B-boys, and they did a dance before he walked to the octagon.
Well, this guy, he gets it.
Oh, dude, and look at him holding the vase.
Oh, he gets
Undertaker,
it.
The whole Undertaker sound.
No, I get this.
And then he doesn't lose either. That's the thing. Like, you can do this, but if you lose, you look like an asshole.
I think even if you lose, at least you're putting on a show.
He's a showman. Yeah, he'll talk some smack, too.
I think there's a part of this that the UFC has learned. I think that these fighters, this is a millennial thing. This is like knowing, like, this is how people connect. And
this is why Jake Paul's so big.
Yeah.
Like, he came into the weigh-ins on a horse. Like, it's a show. It's a circus, a bit of it. So this is the first fight. So this man that he's fighting, this is in Melbourne, Australia. At the time, I don't know if it still is, it was the biggest live gate the UFC's ever had.
Really?
So Robert Whitaker's Australian. Izzy's from New Zealand, represents Izzy via Africa, but he's New Zealand, right? So Robert Whitaker, outside Izzy, is the best middleweight on the planet. This is how this fight went. Watch how good this guy is.
But I'm going to ask you this, though. And you think that the middleweight division is the best division in UFC?
It's up there.
Right?
It's up there.
Because of the amount of fighters, at the range of fighters.
Yeah,
too, right?
Really, after the heavier you go, the less stacked the division is, because there's just not a ton of heavyweights. All the best athletes in America around the world aren't really fighting, especially in America. So the lower weight classes have more options, but middleweights where you still have power and you have size, but it's stacked. So you'll see Izzy here. So the guy, Robert Whitaker's savage, athletic. He has a very taekwondo stance. See him on the ball at his feet. Izzy's the taller. He's tall for the division too. But he's known for his distance and
well, he's got long ass arms.
Yes, and he knows how to use it.
And what do you think about him slamming himself into the gate like that every single time?
That was weird.
Hurt?
He's going back right now, but Robert Whittaker's so explosive, it's tough for him to get out of the way. But you'll see a lot of it's missing. But what makes Izzy special, you'll see he throws a lot of smoke. Like we had Marvin Vittori on Food Truck, and he was like, when I fought him, it was tough. I didn't know what was coming. There was so much to get through. He confused me so much. It was just by the time I figured it out, it was too late.
And what's his expertise?
Striking, kickboxing.
Okay,
he's good with his legs, good with his hands.
How is he on the ground though?
His takedown defense is really good, but we really haven't seen him tested on the ground. When he went to light heavyweight, it was more of a size thing. But in the middleweight division, no one really takes him down, and if they do, he gets back to his feet. So he just wants to fight on the feet at all times. That's why the fight we're talking about, UFC 281, the main event against Alex Pereira doesn't want to go to the ground either. Alex, way worse than Izzy is on the ground. Alex,
what do you think?
Fish out of water.
What do you think? Where does he have the most advantage?
Alex?
Yeah.
Probably. I would say he probably has a power advantage.
Oh.
He has a power advantage. But the thing is about Alex is he doesn't have the same experience at the high level like Izzy does. And I think – and Izzy, he's a slight favorite, but barely, man. And Alex is really big too, so he's gonna have a power advantage. See how he wobbled? See how he wobbled him there? So he is a counter striker, but then when he hurts you, he'll get a little more aggressive. Like you see him going forward here. Izzy's the best in the middle of the octagon.
He kicks a lot. I haven't seen as much kicking.
Yeah, man, world class kicker, world class.
Oof. Doesn't look like it's a lot of power in this punch, but I'm sure that it is.
It adds up, yeah. But Alex is definitely.
You wouldn't count him. You wouldn't say he's a power puncher.
No, He don't have a ton of finishes, but he's also fighting the very best of the best in the world. He needs them to be aggressive.
Anybody.
He needs them to. No, he ducks nobody. He needs them to be aggressive because when they're aggressive, when they come in, that's when he lights them up.
He's got long legs too. He's lanky looking.
Yeah, man. He's a big boy.
But from what I've seen, I would look at this and I would think that that's not an ideal UFC body.
How thin he is?
Yes.
Yeah. And the other guy, again, you might watch all this and side with Alex Pereira, which a lot of the fan base is just because he's so big and powerful. But I think people are making a mistake because that Alex Pereira hasn't fought at the same level that Izzy has.
Because this guy he's fighting, you look, oh, wow.
Yeah, he's fighting literally
But this guy looks like a little rock, though.
Yeah, second best middleweight in the world. But notice this guy's, you're like, damn, the guy's kind of teeing off him. Eventually, Izzy downloads, what you're doing and knocks you out. If you take too many chances, he's going to knock you out. The only time you get a boring fight is when the guy doesn't engage with him because Izzy, he wants to lead you into things.
Oh, man, I just feel like if one of these hits.
Oh, yeah. And that guy on the left's a knockout artist.
That's right. He looks like it.
Yeah, man,
that's what I'm saying. It looks like he's trying to. So does this guy's the defense good? Like he doesn't get hit a lot? Oh, wow.
Look at that.
That's it. Get him off.
Yep. Huge win for Izzy. Look at him. Showman.
Oh, man. He is lanky as hell, dude.
Yep.
I can tell you used to be a dancer. Because he what I'm saying?
He can move,
He hit him with
too.
the Matrix right there.
His B-boy walkout was epic.
Oh, wow. Can we see the knockout again? Because was so
look
quick.
Look how many people are there, bro. Biggest live gate in UFC history. And there's Paulo Costa, who we're going to get to next. So that's the other guy who at the time was undefeated coming up to fight Izzy.
Oh, so he came to – does that happen a lot? Like the
they
fighters?
Have the next – fighter sitting ringside. And Izzy's like a really good dude. Boom!
Oh, that was – you would think that – man, you would think that wouldn't be the punch, but – wow.
They were swinging.
Is he left-handed?
What's interesting about him is he can go traditional or southpaw.
Ooh.
He's good on both. Boom!
Oh, that's not the
and
one.
Then
it's this
boom!
One. Ooh, that's the one. Ooh.
And they're both right. He's playing the game there, right? Yeah.
But it's like he's so lanky that he just like it's almost like
boom.
He just
Bow!
Slung it back, like. Ugh.
Yep.
Like,
just speed
instinctively.
He's quicker than anybody fights too. Like he's a problem, man.
Okay.
Look at him.
He's like, you can't
And it's been interesting too because people give him flack. Oh, decision, you win by decision. Now he's champ. And people don't realize once you become the champ, you're getting life-changing money. Like he's making millions and millions of fights. So people are like, you fight safe or not, you're champ. Like, yeah, bitch. I'm not taking the same chances. I got here with chances.
Now we're fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the guy we're watching now was the guy that was in the stands.
Yes, Paulo Costa, who's straight up knockout artist.
And he's undefeated at this time.
Well, to get here, he was undefeated. First team all body. First team out. Look at him.
Yeah, he did. Oh, wow. Yeah.
And they talked a ton of shit to each other coming into this fight. Like, Paulo Costa.
You know what? I got to say, just from the eye test, I would look at this and I would think that this other guy's going to win the fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a young Vitor Belfort. Like it looks like Vitor's his dad. He's just a savage, and he's a good follow on Twitter too. He roasts people. He's funny.
Oh, this
but a real shit talker. So going into this fight, there's a ton of shit talk, ton of it.
UFC
but you see how Izzy uses his size. Like a lot of guys don't.
He's keeping.
See how he keeps him at the end.
Yeah, I'm about to say it looks like a boxing jab. You know what I mean, to keep people away.
Look at the kicks.
Ooh, the kick is vicious.
Yep. And see how he switches from southpaw to traditional? Look at this.
Ooh.
Savage, man.
This other guy's
beefy.
Yeah, he's packing a camel toe. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like a whole.
Get your nuts out of my face.
Yeah, dude.
He looks like me in that Rick and Morty outfit.
Good grief,
man. That's all I can focus on. The Brazilian burrito in his pants is distracting.
Is it a cup? Is that a carne asada steak burrito?
Yeah, extra meat.
Tito's tacos right now? He doesn't seem to get hit in the face a lot either.
He doesn't get hit, but because of his size, he can lean back and get out of the way.
But do you think one hit, though, if he takes a hit? Have you seen him take a hit yet?
Yeah, we've seen him get hit because he fought Kelvin Gastelum, and it was a war. Might be my favorite middleweight fight of all time, and he passed the test, ended up beating him, but that was a war, man, war. Since that, he really doesn't fight like that anymore. He's more calculated.
I was about to say, he does look very, very focused on what's happening. Like
he has to be with Paulo Costa.
Determined.
He has to be because of his knockout power. He's going to be the same with Alex Pereira. But then also with Izzy, he comes from a camp where it's right now they're the number one camp because they have Izzy, who's world champion. They have Kai Kara France, who's right up there. Lost his last fight, but still a beast. And then they also have Alex Volkanovski, who's the champ. Who's fighting for the 155 title.
I would think if I was fighting this guy, that I would try to get him down on the ground.
In his last fight, he fought a wrestler. You know, it's tough. It's tough to get him down there. His takedown defense really good. The issue is if you do get him down and you can lay on top of him, that's where you're going to win rounds. That's the only way really to beat him. The one guy you can beat him on the feet, who we have history of it, is that Alex Pereira, who's just as dangerous on the feet. But I just feel like when it comes to MMA, Izzy might have a little more of a advantage.
This guy's already bleeding.
Yes, and Izzy doesn't get tired either. Like champ. There's a reason at middleweight why he's such a savage.
Yeah, I mean, this is like.
But you see what Paulo Costa is doing? He's just letting him like kick, do whatever he wants. Once you let Izzy take control of the fight and gets confidence, that's when you're fucked. Like you see him here.
What do you think is like what's the strategy going in against this guy though?
Get him down. Get him down. Don't take chances going forward like Robert Whittaker. You can get knocked out. You got to somehow get him down, get him grappling more. Again, easier said than done.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like every knockout hit like that is somebody being aggressive and not following through.
Watch how aggressive Paulo Costa is. And Izzy wants you to come and take chances. So he's throwing all this smoke at you. All this smoke.
Especially because that left was vicious.
Yeah.
So he got a left and a right.
Oh, yeah. Both sides. Both dangerous. You'll see him constantly switch.
Oh, this guy's getting tore up.
Yep.
See
the speed advantage.
Every time I watch one of these fights, there's a moment.
Boom.
I was just about to say, I saw the
You see it in their face?
Yes. Every single one of these fights. Okay, you're done.
Look at him. Now he's humping him. He's talked all that shit, and he's humping him like a dog.
Oh.
And then also lift his leg up like a dog and piss on him. It's fantastic. Let's take a little break from me chatting Eric Griffin's ear off about Izzy Adesanya and Pereira, all right? Because I'm here to tell you, man, have you started shopping yet? The holidays are coming up, and you guys are waiting, but you shouldn't, man. Because the only thing is between now and December is a bunch of crowds at the mall. There's kids screaming. You have freaking 11 minutes to find parking. There's Karens caring. We got it, man. The list goes on. And right now you can shop early, skip the stress, snag some of the best deals on the season on something everyone will love. I'm talking about premium audio products from my friends at Raycon. Whether you're looking for a gift everyone needs or a stocking stuffer, that's not a candle for once. Raycons are the way to go. Their wireless earbuds, headphones, speakers offer premium sound, useful features, and almost custom comfortable fit. They're the only wireless earbuds that fit in my weird tortellini ears because of cauliflower. I swear by them. I put them on when I'm on my bike ride. I listen to podcasts. I listen to podcasts or books on the plane. I do everything in my Raycons, man. All right. Plus, Raycon makes it easy with holiday gift guides for everyone in your life, all right? Whether it's your mom, your dad, you got a fitness lover, a gamer, and they're like, man, I can't find any of that fit. That's where Raycon got you covered, man, all right? And you can find Raycons in store right now like Kohl's or Walmart. But let me tell you right now, you're always going to get the best deal when you use my special link, BuyRaycon. That's BuyRaycon.com/Schaub, Schab. The Raycon Wireless also offers buy now, pay later options. So if you're worried about that, we got you covered. Right now, go to BuyRaycon.com/Schaub. Get 20% off, and you'll save even bigger and get 30% off Raycon's exclusive holiday bundles. That's BuyRaycon.com/Schaub for 20% off your Raycon purchase. BuyRaycon.com/Schaub, Schaub. Buy Raycon. This episode of Fight Night Flashbacks is also brought to you by Happy Hippo. We talking Kratom. I swear by Kratom. I love Kratom, but you can't trust everyone. You can trust my friends at Happy Hippo. It's my limitless pill. I use it when I do stand-up, when I do podcasts, when I do everything, man. They got me covered. It gets my brain going, daddy. It helps me out. It's all natural. They have great flavors, whatever you're looking for. Gummies, powders, pills. My favorite's the high concentrated shots. They have the cherry shot, which I love. They have the pink lemonade. Happy Hippo is for everybody. Visit happyhippo.com. Use promo code Thicccboy. You get 20% off for life. You can use that code as many times as you want. Share it with your friends, your family. That's happyhippo.com for the best kratom on the freaking planet. Promo code Thicccboy, 20% off for life. Use it wherever you want. Share it with your friends, aunts, uncles, cousins, stepmoms, stepdads. I don't care. Happyhippo.com. Promo code Thicccboy, 20% off for life. Now let's get back to the program.
There's moments in these fights where a guy gets hit, he gives his best, and then takes a hit, and then you could feel like, oh man, I can't beat this guy.
Yeah. They get hit like, oh,
yeah,
shit.
he just had. I saw it. He's just talking smack. We can't hear what he's saying.
Yeah, because Paulo. Now, to be fair, Paulo Costa talked all this shit coming in the fight. He just finished him.
Yeah.
But the knock on him is, you can't finish him, but you have no power. So that's why he's always like, no power, no power. That's him talking about it. He's like, no power. I have no power. Just knock this bitch out. He gets a lot of flack. He gets a lot. Look at him dance. Look at him dance.
Man. That's come on. You can't knock me out and then do the windmill next to me.
But also on Paulo Costa, get up because then keep dancing like that. Like you got to get up and get out of there. Otherwise, you can keep celebrating. That body though, don't quit, does it?
I mean, he's even it's almost like he's trying to get his GQ. He's like, I'm just gonna be here. Oh man. But like, at what point do you think that these fighters?
Boom!
Oh, that was it. Oh, I've never seen a good. That was the one. You can look at his face. Oh, look at his. Oh, he's like, oh man, I can't beat this dude. He's
boom!
Bleeding.
There's the jab you keep talking about. That jab is still.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's that boxing jab he's got hitting him with.
Boom!
Oh.
Right behind the ear, wobbled him, and then he's like, "No, I'm good. No, you're not."
Again, that was a left.
Yep. Filthy.
His defensive left is deadly.
Yeah.
That's
filthy.
2 times now.
Yep.
That's finished the fight. Okay, here's my question. So these fighters at what? Oh, that's not right. Somebody's gonna hurt him. Yeah. He's gonna get hurt. Yeah. So do these fighters? Are they smart enough to like not have an ego and stay with a fight plan? Like, how hard is it?
The champions are.
How hard is it to do that? Like, how hard is it to be like, I want like to be like Floyd Mayweather?
Yes.
Like,
stick to the plan no matter how.
Stick to my plan because I'm trying to do this.
The guys who are champions stick to it. That's what and DC articulated this the best. He was saying the difference between the number 1 ranked guy, the champ, and the 15th guy is all mentality.
Yeah,
so when you get in, they stick to a game plan. It might go south, but they still stick to the game plan because they know that's the best way to get to victory.
All right, so now this is the guy.
This guy's fighting. He looks fucking scary. Everybody's on his nuts right now. On Instagram, he's a good follow because he's making fun of Izzy, and he does have the KO finish over him as well. But the thing is about Alex Pereira, he had the easiest route to get to a title because it's a good story. So he won, I think, 3 fights. And then they gave him Sean Strickland, which is a perfect matchup for him, and he knocked Strickland out, which we'll see after this fight. But again, Izzy's not a wrestler, so the best route to victory against Alex Pereira is to get him down, but they didn't give him anybody who can really wrestle him. This was his first like grappling test. In the first round, we're starting the second round, but the first round, this guy got him down, was laying on him. And you're like, oh, maybe Alex isn't going to get a title shot if he loses this. But you see what happens if you can't get him down. And he's big, dude. Big with world-class striking. He's a problem.
Oh, this is going to be an evenly he just went, Olay!
Yeah.
Like a bull.
Oh,
shit.
He built like a praying mantis, isn't he?
Oh, that's it.
Praying mantis with an ass job. Just BBL.
Oh, yeah. Good grief. Yeah, he do got backs, huh? Baby got backs, huh?
Dude, that Brazilian water, man.
He got that Kim
Yeah,
Kardashian.
He got that Nicki Minaj ass in the UFC.
So they're going to be evenly matched.
And there's going to be no wrestling.
In terms of like the size and reach.
He's going to be a little bigger. He's a little heavier and a little more.
Yeah, he does look heavier.
He has more knockout power than Izzy, I'd say, but Izzy's more calculated, probably more of a technical striker. Because even when we'll get to it after the Sean Strickland fight, we're going to watch Izzy versus Alex Pereira in a straight – oh, my God.
I was about to say, no matter how skilled you are, no matter how big or small
Boom!
You are, if one of those gets you – anybody can get taken out at
100%. He ain't landing on Izzy. You ain't throwing a jumping knee on Izzy and landing. Bam!
Oh,
he's a problem.
Oh.
But again, he's a problem if you play the game. If you're there, he's a problem. Yep.
That's the kind of movie.
Boom!
Oh, man, that's like a Karate Kid.
Yeah.
He just Karate Kid. He might as well just went.
That's disrespectful. Yeah.
You know what I mean? That was like, good grief, man.
And look up, he walks
You
around
gotta
about
show that.
220.
You gotta do a clip where you show the Karate Kid clip and then show that.
That's exactly what he did.
Wow.
No, he's a problem. Let's take another break from chatting about Izzy and Alex Pereira because I'm here to talk about the best nootropics on the planet. My friends at Onnit, they dialed it in. They're using the world-renowned nootropic supplement. All right, they've sold over 1 million bottles. If you've never heard of nootropics, you've never heard of Onnit, well, today's your lucky day because my friends at Onnit, they got you covered. You want better memory, mental speed, and focus? What if I told you take 2 little pills, you get right into that zone, you're knocking out all the things you got to do at work, you're knocking out your workouts, you're focused, and you're like, well, what if it's, is there a ton of caffeine? My body doesn't do well with caffeine. Alpha Brain's caffeine free, that's right. And here's how confident my friends at Onnit are. If you don't love Alpha Brain, they give you your money back. No return necessary. You give them 2 weeks, tell them why you don't like it. They give you your money back, refund, whatever you want. Keep the bottle. We don't care, but you're going to love it, so don't worry about that. Alpha Brain got you covered. You can get 10% off Onnit.com, workout gear, warrior bars, protein powder, multivitamins, MCT oil. You can get freaking kettlebells, steel club maces. They got it all, but especially Alpha Brain. You can go to your local Walmart and pick it up. But help your boy out. Save 10% off by going to onnit.com/Schaub, S-C-H-A-U-B, all right? Or swing by your local Walmart, but help your boy out. Go to onnit.com/Schaub. Save 10% off the entire freaking site, especially Alpha Brain. Now, let's get back to the program.
That's some shit you do at a bar fight. What he
Yeah,
just
I mean,
did.
it's disrespectful.
Some dude that's like messing around too much, and then you just get
So
hurt.
they gave Alex a test. Now, they gave him a test in the top 5. I think Sean Strickland's ranked, 3 here at the time? Or 4? But Sean Strickland likes to box. He likes to strike and bring energy. So I had Sean Strickland on the show. I went, "What were you thinking, dude? What's the game plan?" He goes, "Shit, the game plan was to get him to think I'm striking, then take grapple and wear him out and get him down." He goes, "But I just kept. This is the thing." He got away from the game plan. He decided to keep striking with him. He struck with him too long. He played with the fire too long. He got burnt.
Yeah.
You just see he's coming out here. Everyone was thinking, "Oh, Sean's going to shoot right away. Sean's going to shoot right away." But Sean's ego got involved, and he's like, "No, I can glory. Yeah, he's a glory world champion. I can box with this guy. I'm a good boxer." You'll see what happens. It's just not the way to go with it. You'll see his power. And that, again, this is his first real test. Look, he's not even ranked. He's not even ranked fighting number 4 guy in the world. Because if he wins this one, then he gets a title shot. Because the UFC just needs a narrative, a fresh meat story to get people excited about Izzy.
And they love
because Sean Strickland's the perfect matchup because they're like, oh, he'll play the game with him. He's the only guy in the top 5, top 8 who will play the game.
Yeah, and I don't like how the other guy looks like he's very he's like standing up straight.
Yeah.
And the other guy feels like he's he's using his center of gravity. It seems better.
But now Alex Pereira against Izzy will be upright as well because he's not worried about the takedown.
Right.
Which if you're an Alex Pereira fan, you're like, yeah, that's exactly what we want. See how Sean's like. See,
how does Patty do against these guys? He's smaller.
He's way smaller. Yeah,
Okay.
Nightmare, absolute nightmare.
All right.
Yeah,
That's different.
But now Patty gets on the ground with Alex or Sean, he's gonna submit him.
Ooh.
But get him down would be a problem.
Right. How much does that hurt? Those little
The leg
kicks to the leg.
When it happens, you're like, all right, whatever. But as time goes on, you're like, damn, my leg's not really working. And then I've been leg kicked by Gabriel Gonzaga so many times. I'm like, this ain't shit. I'm gonna light him up every time he does it. And I was like, I can eat these. I had to be in a wheelchair through the airport. I couldn't walk. My leg swelled up. My thigh swelled up so much I couldn't walk. But it's like an investment. Like you're doing it because you think it's to go longer than one round. So those are investments. And it stops the guy from walking forward because if you hit it hard enough, you hit a certain nerve, they're going to stop coming forward. But see, they're what was they about 2 minutes and 20 seconds of the fight. His coach is like, bro, Sean, take down, quit playing with fire. And he's like, nah, I'm good, man. I can do this. Look, I'm having some success.
Is he though?
Well, at least he's
in his mind. What's the success that he's had in his mind? Do you think?
Right there. Yeah. Like you played with fire too long.
Yeah.
And you got burnt.
Oof. Oh, was he trying to say like I'm good?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's like a Tua Tagovailoa over here.
That ref is like, no, you're not.
Why you stopping the fight, homie?
Tua was like, I'm fine.
Oh man, and I don't like this big booty strut he does at the end of the fight.
That praying mantis big booty strut.
I don't like that big booty strut around the ring like that.
Yep.
Oh, this guy's really mad.
Yeah. That guy doesn't play well with others.
Yeah.
We'll say that.
Is he mad he lost the fight? Like, why'd you stop it?
Furious.
What did he say later as he looked at the tape? Did he be like, no, dude, you were done, bro?
On here, I asked him, I was like, bro, what were you thinking striking him so long? He's like, I fucked up. The game plan was to strike, and then get him down. I just struck too long, and I got caught.
Oh, Jesus. That didn't even
That
look
left
like
hook, again. Hit.
Oh, man.
And you were calling it on Izzy to the T. Look, boom, left hook.
That left
Izzy,
is
left
deadly.
hook.
You're right. Yeah, the left seems to be deadly.
So with Izzy, Alex Pereira, it's going to be a little boring of a fight because I don't think either of them are going to take a lot of chances early on because they're such elite strikers.
Oh, you know what's crazy about this one right here that he just did too? It wasn't even in defense.
No, wide open.
Like he just was like he'd been watching him this whole fight. Oh,
boom! He looked like he was going.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he thought he was going to the body.
It's just I you know what? I'm not listen. You guys know I'm not an expert. I don't like that dude's techniques.
Which one? The guy who got knocked out?
Yeah. I don't like his technique.
Oh, like he's sitting upright?
I don't like that standing up and just,
no.
doing this thing, and the guy just waited. I almost like you feel like the guy was like, all right, one more of those, one more.
Yep.
Got him!
Boom.
You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude, get your technique right.
Yeah, exactly. But for Sean Strickland, it's like Alex Pereira, when it comes to striking, he's seen that setup 1,000 fucking times in live hours.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to outclass him.
Yeah.
Get him down, dude.
Yeah.
And then
is that guy's what's Sean Strickland's expertise?
Pressure and volume, and he breaks guys. Like, he's tough. He's ranked number 4 in the world.
Yeah, even just how you said that, it doesn't sound like you feel like he has an expertise.
No, like
usually I say like expertise, and you'll be jiu-jitsu, boxing, takedown. You just went.
Sean Strickland, it's here. Like he literally.
So that's why
you got to knock him out. You got to knock him out.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, he's gonna
keep coming.
He's one of those guys you got to kill.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, he keeps coming.
All right.
Unfortunately, he learned the hard way.
He's tough.
He's tough as hell. Probably the toughest middleweight in the world. Now, so this might get you crunk for the fight. So I'm obviously really high on Izzy. Izzy's barely, I don't know what the odds are, barely a slight favorite, even though he's the reigning world champion at middleweight.
Now, when did they fight? What is this under?
This was in, I think was it Glory? I don't know what they fought on. It was Glory.
What is that?
This is years ago. Glory's just kickboxing.
Oh.
So they were both world champions in Glory. Alex Pereira, this is their second fight. And you'll see, so we're going to see the highlight reel, the KO finish. But the thing that people leave out, everyone goes, well, Alex knocked out Israel Adesanya, so he can do it with UFC gloves on. The problem is if you just watch the highlights, which we're going to do, but if you watch the whole fight, Izzy's winning the fight. Izzy was winning the fight the whole time and just got caught.
Yeah, well, that's what happens in this sport.
100%.
Anybody can get caught at any time.
Especially at their level.
Yeah.
The guy's suit's lit. So there's Izzy.
Oh, so they're younger? Oh, they're much
they're younger, way younger.
Yeah.
2017, so, 5 years ago.
Oh, wow. But you remember, you don't forget.
Oh, no. It's in Izzy's mind, 100%. But look, they're trading back and forth. even though Alex Pereira has board shorts on.
And what is the difference between this and the UFC?
So in this,
It looks the
there's
same.
no grappling. Look at the gloves.
Oh, so you can't go to the
There's
ground.
no takedowns.
No takedowns.
There's no takedowns. There's only kicks, punches. Look at Izzy. Look at Izzy fucking him up. He almost had him out of there twice.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's doing work. But
Oh,
you'll
no,
see
and these are bigger gloves, too.
bigger gloves.
So you could take a beating more
Yeah.
so than you can. Because in UFC, this guy's
Oh, that's
this fight's
over. Over.
Right?
Boom.
Oh, there it is.
Boom.
Oh, my God. Yeah, they're really going at it.
So that's the thing. That's my whole with this fight coming up, UFC 281, which is on Saturday, November 11th.
Oh, my underarm hurt from that hit.
This is the thing. So Izzy can play. See, he catches him there. Izzy can play this game. Izzy can play the strike game with the best of them.
Oh, I got a ref was like, all right, you get out of here.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
ref
they don't.
was like-
they look at that ref yelling at him. What's he catching with? Left hook.
Left.
That's that dangerous left.
That left.
That's what we got Strickland with too.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
But I feel like
Izzy
but I
had the
feel like
defense
with-
up too.
I just feel like with UFC gloves though, this guy would have got.
Oh, it'd been over.
It would have been over. A long
That's
time
my
ago.
whole thing.
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
yeah,
watch
yeah.
the fight, everyone goes, "Well, he
Yeah.
got knocked out." No, I get that. If they had small gloves on, it wouldn't even gotten to this point.
I don't think it gets to that point. That's what's
No,
wrong with, probably that's what's
Izzy's,
wrong with boxing. Anyway,
Izzy's
it's too
barely a
much.
slight favorite. Is that right? So they're not crazy odds. Pretty, especially for a reigning champ, because the odd makers are thinking this is gonna be an even fight because it's gonna be a stand-up
And
fight.
what's your thoughts? You think Izzy's going to
I
knock
think
him
Izzy
out?
has the experience, especially in the UFC at a high level. Alex Pereira really hasn't earned his title shot. I think it's going to be too much for him too soon. I think he's going to be in front of the bright lights. Izzy's been there 100 times before. He's fought much tougher guys in mixed martial arts. I think Izzy beats him.
Okay. It does look like it's going to be a excuse me, evenly matched fight. They seem to do the same thing. They both have a vicious left. They
But
both
just
they
look
both
at
move.
that. This is MMA now. I don't give a fuck about your golden glory days.
Yeah.
So Izzy
Oh,
is
Jesus.
23-1. His one
Yeah.
loss was at light heavyweight. Outside that, he's never been beat at his weight class. Alex Pereira is 6-1.
Okay, so
6-1 versus 23.
both of these guys have a lot on the line.
Yes. Oh, Izzy has more on the line because Alex
Yeah.
loses. He's only 6-1. He'll be 7-1 if he wins. Izzy loses, they're going to do a rematch. My only thing, it's short-sighted with the UFC because let's say Alex Pereira, which I don't believe this, but let's say in some weird MMA world, Alex Pereira has Izzy's number, beats him the first time, they do the rematch, he's reigning champ, beats him the second time. Well, then you get the Marvin Vittoris, the Robert Whitakers, the Jared Cannoniers, the Brunsons. All these guys can grapple, and Alex Pereira's going to be this champ that he's not going to be around long. The only guy he matches up well with is Izzy. Outside that, any of the top 10 guys who can grapple beat him.
You've never seen him in a grappling match.
He fought a guy who was not the best grappler, and he in the first
the
round, the
one?
one he knocked the dude out with the knee, that guy won the first round easily. Got him down, laid on top of him. But Alex is getting better. He trains with Glover Teixeira, who's fighting for the light heavyweight title, who's a black belt in grappling and really good at wrestling. Like he's a beast. So I'm sure he's gotten better, but still. At that high level, those guys are going to eat him alive, I think.
Is there a style for grappling that you could get a belt in? Like, what is that called? You know what I mean?
Combat sport, like the Dagestanians all have that, where they grow up doing it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that looks like it's going to be a good fight.
Great fight. Oh, dude, that card, UFC 81's lit. You got
good
Dustin
fight.
Poirier, Michael Chandler, Frankie Edgar's fighting at Dan Hooker.
Will this be on ESPN Plus?
This will be a pay-per-view on you can get on ESPN Plus. Yeah, so there you have it, man.
It was great.
So you got Izzy, and I'm telling you, he's a
I
good
like these
follow
guys.
because he's a huge anime guy.
Yeah.
He's on Twitch.
Yeah, that's
He's
why I'm going to
relevant.
check him out.
He's a beast. So Erik, you're the best, brother.
Thank you.
Hopefully this gives
23-1.
it won't be a Patty kind of influence, but I'm telling you, Izzy's one to watch.
What I'm saying is I do like, I'm interested to see, now I'm interested to see, from doing this enough times, excuse me, from doing this enough times, I'm interested to see, like, we need Izzy to win this fight.
Yes.
So he can move on and do other great things.
Bigger, better things.
But what I've seen happen in these situations is he's going to lose.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean?
A lot of people are signing with Alex Pereira.
happens.
And then you're a big fan of Patty, that Molly, the meatball.
Yeah.
Remember the girl? You were like, that girl's fucking tough. She's fighting on this card.
Oh, that's
Molly
going to be a good
McCann,
card. Yeah.
And Drake bought her a Rolex.
Oh, wow.
Bought her and Patty Rolexes for their last wins because he bet on them. Which,
He's got a gambling problem, doesn't he?
I think he's paid and they just tell him who to bet on. He probably doesn't watch.
I know, but he just won like $12 million on some bet.
God
Yeah, man. It's
good to be Drake.
I'm not gonna be surprised. We're gonna be like, is that Drake at a UPS? Because he just lost all his money.
For real. But
right.
that's there you have
Thanks
it.
for having
UFC 281. Enjoy it.
See you.
Thank you, Erik. We're out.
If you're into thick boys, like, subscribe, comment, and God bless America. Well, that's not my big one. Just kidding.